the fourth-round pick from the April draft. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They go play action now. Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. First and 10. He'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And this will be good enough for a 1st down as he gets up past the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll throw on 1st down with Ritter. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
You know what it is. Take it to the house.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers in coverage. Able to knock that one away.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Murray's going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Whoa! That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing now, Ritter on 1st down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now give on the ground. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. Pass right side, taken by Baker. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 35 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Ritter to throw. Checking it down. This one is caught.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A run with Dobbins. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Ritter. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
At one point, it felt like a touchdown was almost inevitable, but now after 2 back-to-back wins by this defense, all of a sudden it seems like the defense is in control, and this drive's in danger of stalling out.
This caught, trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, it's going to set up 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Chris Rodriguez, touchdown Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Second down and 8. Now Ritter. This is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the fake, here's Ritter. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Again, working deep downfield. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Second down, Murray. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. They'll look to set up the screen here. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. He'll throw on first down with Ritter. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Ritter. A toss left side, caught by his running back. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New England.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now, Ritter to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. On second down, it's Ritter. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Open man, right side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, it's Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
We'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Throwing is Ritter. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now another try at first and goal, albeit from a little further back. Following the penalty, they'll run it. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. Ritter. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that third down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Murray keeping it himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
In motion comes Thomas. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Steeler 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field, as he made himself open.
Again, it's Murray. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On third down, Murray. Out wide, it's Diggs. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They go play action with Ritter. The throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Ritter. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. On 1st down, Murray. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In motion comes Thomas. Murray now on second down. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
To throw again is Murray. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Murray's going to throw again. That one, taken in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a two-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
And he will get into the end zone. So how do you like that? 2 points and now a two-score advantage as the lead is 9. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Ritter. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Ritter. They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ritter. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ritter. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Patriots! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Murray. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Loose inside the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On play action, Murray. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Steelers. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. The kick is good. And the Steelers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. On play action, Ritter. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
So clearly, time is not on their side, but with that clutch conversion, it still keeps their hopes alive. They need to score so fast here, Mike. It's going to take 2. So get this first one and try to get that ball back again. Long shot of it happening, but at least they got a chance.
They'll run here. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's Ritter. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Off the fake, here's Ritter. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And it comes to 4th and 2. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2nd and a yard. Here's Murray to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And right away you can point to the turnover.